In this video, I'll show you how to start Vibe marketing today so your startup, app, or business doesn't die in silence. Vibe marketing is a new way to build traction and visibility using AI. For the first time, you don't need a big budget or a full marketing team to get attention. Most people are intimidated by Vibe marketing, but I'll show you how to start in under 10 minutes. Let's jump right in. So, how do you get started Vibe marketing? There's a lot of content out there basically telling you how to automate your workflow, doing all these crazy automations on N8N and make.com, which is fine. You can get to that, but there's a framework that you need to follow, and there's some very simple steps that you need to use and to start building those automations. And most people skip over those steps. So I created this free intro guide. You can click it in the link below to get started after you watch this video. And I have a few other videos that I linked in the description below that will give you some quick and easy ways to start Vibe marketing your project or business. But it's basically the guide that gives you a proven step-by-step system to launch and grow your startup using lean AI amplified marketing strategies. And the first thing you need to do when you want to start Vibe marketing is you need to create a workflow, and you need to go to ChatGPT and you go to projects and you create a new project. You see this? I have a different project for everything that I'm working on. So Vibe Marketer, this YouTube channel, the website I'm launching, all the content I want to create around it, all goes into this Vibe marketing project. And the reason you do that is because you're training the AI and you don't have to cold start every single time. So imagine if you have a startup or an app or a business and you're hiring a new employee and you don't have a manual or anything written down with the processes or anything, and you have to tell them every single time and explain what your startup is every single time to get them up to speed to start working for your startup. Imagine like a big corporation that has to do the same thing. I worked at an ad agency about 6-7 years ago, and they had this onboarding process, right? And a manual, all their policies, like their culture and everything. And it really takes you about a week or 2 weeks to get up to speed, reading all that, talking to all those people. Now imagine if there's no manual, right? And you have to explain yourself every single time. Well, if you create a project, you don't have to do that with, and it remembers everything. Okay. So this is a simple form of Vibe marketing. It's a simple AI automation, and it's a good workflow practice to get into. So I'm creating a Vibe marketer website. And basically, after I trained the AI, I asked it to basically, give me some, create a 10-page website for Vibe marketer targeting these different keywords. Okay, so I'm going to show you exactly how to do that because I'm just showing you an example. So I wanted the Vibe marketer website to rank for specific keywords. So I went and looked up AI marketing, right? Because I wanted to rank for AI marketing keywords so I can help people with Vibe marketing. So you see AI marketing over here. So what I did is I took all these keywords and I copied and pasted them in this, and I prompted the AI to create me a 10-page website targeting these different keywords. Okay, so then I went to watch. And then it created this brief for me, and this is the 10-page website, right? But I couldn't have done that without training the AI for those keywords. This is the 10-page website. You see AI marketing, AI marketing, AI marketing, AI marketing resources and everything. So there you have it. That's like one example. But now every time I want to do something, help me create a video on intro to Vibe marketing. What concepts should I cover in 10 minutes? It remembers everything, right? So it's like, again, there's no cold start. It's like my employee who remembers everything constantly, who I don't have to keep transferring knowledge to, right? So here we go. Structured outline. What is Vibe marketing? Lean, momentum driven approach to visibility, content strategy, AI automation. See why it works now. the rise of AI tools, the three pillars of vibe marketing, narrative clarity, content engine, automation stack. Show a simple starter flow. Okay, so I'm basically following what this suggested right now in this video. And I don't have to basically come up with all these ideas myself. Now I can just execute on it. I trained it with all the ideas that I wanted, and now it helps me come up with them, and then I execute them, which I'm doing with this video right now. So I have this other app that I'm building. It's called Vibe Trader, right? So you add the instructions. You're my AI co-founder for Vibe Trader, an AI-powered trading journal and assistant. Your role is to help me build, launch, and grow Vibe Trader across all fronts. Here's what I need from you. GTM, AI automation, documentation, ongoing ops, tone and style. This is I'll trade that. That's a spelling error, but you give it instructions. And you know what I did with this? I'll show you exactly what I did with this. .google.com. So now I have a go-to-market strategy for that app. Check it out. I have 30 blogs to go live with that target different keywords for a trading journal. So this app will start ranking in search, and I can start driving traffic over time. I'm not going to post them every single day, but there's going to be a steady drip of posting this content every day. As it starts ranking, I'll make adjustments. But I trained it and everything that I wanted. I trained it and I took all these keywords and I uploaded this doc into this project in GPT so it knows the exact keywords that I'm trying to target here. Okay. And then I ask it basically to create these blogs. Look at this: cognitive biases in trading, hidden FOMO costs in crypto, anti-FOMO video guide, so I go to it. This outline provides a structured approach. Check it out. Here's a clear, concise outline for an anti-FOMO video designed to be engaging, actionable. So now I have some video ideas for when Vibe Trader goes live. I can create these videos. I already started creating videos on my channel to start priming the pump and generating some interest in it earlier, before we go live. So that is basically what it's doing right now. That's vibe marketing. This is a very, very intro level vibe marketing approach. So if you want to replicate this approach, all you have to do is, whatever your business is, whatever your startup is, you go to projects and you create a project around your business. You name it your business, startup, or app. And then the next thing you do is you go to the instructions, you add instructions, and then you upload all the files that are relevant to your startup or business. So it starts getting trained on that information. So again, you don't have a cold start. If you're a startup founder or a business owner, no one knows more about your business or startup than you, right? And that is powerful content that you can use to start marketing your product, service, startup, whatever it is. This is where startups founders trip up all the time. They think, how do I market my product or service or whatever else? You have spent hundreds or thousands of hours researching your product and your primary user. You need to turn that into content. And that's exactly what this guide is. And it's completely free. You can download it and you can get started by marketing. At the end of the day, you need to create content to get attention. You need to train the AIs and the LLMs on your startup. So you start showing up in search engines and AI search engines. The fastest way you can do that is you create a project in ChatGPT, train it with all your content, and then you start prompting it and asking it to create content for you. Now, you don't want to just push this AI slop out without editing it. You have to edit this content before you push it out in the right tone and everything like that. But it's about 80 or 90% of the way there. And this is a very simple way to get started with vibe marketing. And I'm not going to go into the advanced automations yet, because most people, 99% of the people, need to get this framework down and need to build a solid foundation. If you don't build a solid foundation, the automations aren't going to work. So feel free to download the guide in the description below. Check out all the other videos with the AI hacks that I did with Vibe Marketing so you can get started and start creating content for your business. If you have any questions, leave them in the description or the comments below. I'd be happy to help you every step of the way. So thank you so much and have a good day.